Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. That's Twitch chat. Twitch chat, you can say hi if you want. We're playing Dredge. We're back to Dredge. Oh boy, where we last left off. Very interesting set of circumstances recently. So last stream, hi YouTube. We found our 5th item. Let's go ahead and look at our pursuits for the collector. And we went back to him and then got the what's the word? We sort of got the what's the word that I'm thinking of? Oh my god, what's the word that I'm thinking of? It's like an idea, but like less solid than that. We sort of picked up on the context clues. That's not the word I'm looking for, but whatever, it'll work. Picked up on the context clues that maybe we could end the game. The concept, an inkling of an idea. These are similar, but not what I'm thinking of, but no big deal. The notion, we inferred. You know what? These are all good words. I have a concept of a plan, a hypothesis. We were given the notion. We inferred from the subtextual clues that we could probably end the game by leaving with the collector. I don't remember exactly what his dialogue said. But we're not going to do that because we got other shit to do. We got other things to do. And we got a DLC that we are still kind of working on. And maybe another DLC that still has some more stuff to do. So, yeah. What else happened last time? We made a shit ton of money. What's our money look like right now? We only have 700, but we've purchased like... no, I didn't mean to do that. We've purchased almost everything in terms of research. Missing one item here, heavy-duty trawl net. We purchased some upgrades for our boats. We purchased new items, etc. So we're really in a pretty good place there. Made a lot of money. What are we going to get up to today? I don't really know yet. We'll see. I should probably sleep the night away, but I kind of want to just take stock first. Let's look at the dry dock. We have these new upgrades we could make for more. We got a new hull last time as well, so we can make more space for rods if we so wanted. Hi, Luke. How's it going? So yeah, let's figure it out together. I don't exactly know what today is gonna hold, but do any of us ever really know what today is gonna hold? I'm sorry, Chad. I haven't had a chance to make this into any YouTube content, so I have to do it. Give me a moment to make this into some YouTube content. Do any of us ever really know what the day is gonna hold? Really? Do you think that the CEO of Astronomer, when they went to that Coldplay concert, was thinking, this is definitely how my evening is gonna go? Sorry, I went content creator with it. Maybe I should go like pastor, like youth pastor with it. I wish I was better. What a good and original joke, Ryan. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I wish I was better at the like youth pastor voice. I feel like I could really So the CEO had his arms around the head of HR. That's funny. That reminds me of someone who has his heavenly arms around all of us at the concert of life. My man. Exclamation Rosie. I don't know, man. That's my best. Down. Don't. Thumbs down? How dare you, first off. Thumbs down is the craziest thing to type in chat. Thumbs down is nutty. Does that imply we're cheating with Jesus? Hey, Ryan, what's up, Mona? That's not why I joined stream today. I would apologize, but I'm not actually sorry. Okay. So let's take a look at our boat and potential upgrades before we get back out there and start trying to catch some different fish. We have some different questions I'm very interested in trying to answer here. So our fishing rod situation right now is, I think, fine. We could probably change it. We could certainly use these trawl nets. But we're not really using those. Our engine situation. Let's get the fastest engines that money can buy. This is a twin jet drive engine. 52.5 knots for 6 slots, right? It's 5 slots. Did I just buy that? Fuck, I didn't mean to buy it. Oh, it's okay. I get the money back for free. This one is 6 slots, 67. That's like 11? Carly says, I will say I've been loving all the TikToks about the Coldplay cheaters. Anytime a rich man gets knocked down, I thrive. Our mistress who art in heaven, slutty be thy name. Oh, no. Somebody said you don't need gimmicks to be entertaining. Oh, I know, but I find the youth pastor idea so funny. I think it's just because it hits me in my 18 years of growing up in a church, but this is just the fastest you can get. It's 11 per slot. That's better. Okay, so this is better. Engine stack is the best. That is the thing we upgraded. I think jet drive engine is what we want next. They cost $255 for an individual slot, but let's take a look at this. Our next engine slots go where? To the side. So hypothetically, when we get our engine slots, we have... I think the best is just to buy a bunch of jet drive engines. Let's do it. We got the money, right? Okay, we'll get another jet drive engine there eventually. Cool. Okay, and then let's take a look at our pursuits. So our current missions are... Let's take stock of the game. We have Figure in Gold, who needs a fang tooth. Figure in Red needs a cusk eel. We must catch rare fish for the traveling merchant. I would love to do some stuff for the traveling merchant just because I find that's the most interesting character. And then a figure in purple, we need to catch a horseshoe crab. Beyond that, we have DLC stuff. But I will be honest with you, probably looks like we're missing a thing here. I also have questions about the stone that won't move at my touch. I have questions about the different, like, some of the different shrines where it looks like you sacrifice fish. And I think, is there anything else in the game that I have questions about this large scrap of paper, for sure. Now let's look at the map. What else is sort of on our mental list of, like, what we're going to get to before we try and complete this game? These question marks are our figures, I'm pretty sure. Apparently there's something that I'm missing with the Pale Reach, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. And then other than that, I want to talk to all the different people. We also, last stream, we talked to the mayor. We talked to a different mayor. Who... Oh, we have not asked you anything. We found a different mayor out on the water. Twice, actually. Cal the Revelator says, I tend to sit weird in chairs. I've been told before that I have a youth pastor vibe. Why is the bell ringing? That's new, right? Okay. I've asked this question before, but what happened to the last fisherman? He was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, proceed to sleep all day. He was a terrible captain, constantly running aground on the reef, even in broad daylight. He left and never came back. He shan't be missed. What do you know about any strange occurrences? Well, I heard that my counterpart in Little Marrow met the most unfortunate end. Is that the one that I met? They say he went mad quite suddenly. One day he was normal, the next he was pacing the shoreline, hurling people's belongings into the sea. After some days like this, he disappeared, never to be seen again. Nowadays, the tale of the old mayor is used to scare children. Not many remember him, myself included. Those that do remember don't seem to like talking about it, a most unpleasant subject. Yeah, front seat question. Is the person I met last stream the old mayor? Is that what they were called? Yes or no? Front seat question. Does anyone know the answer? Luke said, I had 2 youth pastors growing up. One was the classic stereotype. The other was a bald bodybuilder who yelled at us every week. See, now I am going to need... Here's what I love about youth pastor as an idea. Jacinda, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great day. Chat says, yes, that was the old mayor. Okay, perfect. My thought on the youth pastor prompt. I just think it's a hilarious... I just used the word. I think it's a hilarious prompt sometimes. Like the youth pastor vibe of like taking something... I think I've said this before, but like my job kind of as a person, as a streamer, is to like take... One way to think of it would be like to take what's like in the news or in the cultural like milieu and turn it into a laugh or some form of quote-unquote content. A youth pastor's job is the exact same shit. What happened this week in the news? How do I turn that into a lesson? Exact same job. I also did want to be a youth pastor for a couple years growing up. Youth pastor would be an awesome D&D character. That is a... Exactly. Everything you say has like a prompt to it, right? Like... It has a direction it's headed. It has a thing that you want. It's basic character work. You have a very strong desire and a very strong fear. I'm so glad my mom stopped making me go to church before I got put in youth group. My mom missed that boat by about 18 years. Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Shipwrecks? Unfortunately, there have been quite a few in recent years. The lighthouse helps, but even it struggles to cut through the fog some nights. We do our best to salvage and clear any shipwrecks that occur around this side of the island. That should make fishing a bit easier for you. Around the back, though, it's a little harder to get to. There are still some wrecks towards the deeper patches. You'll want to avoid that area. What else can I do about it for you? The wider region. Can I ask about Blackstone Isle? I don't know a great deal. It technically falls under the jurisdiction of Little Marrow. I believe it was sold to a private owner 20 years ago. They must have had a special arrangement. Such a sale is quite uncommon. Very complicated paperwork involved, you see. I've not met the owner. I suspect they don't live around here. The island seems uninhabited. That's not true. That's the one with the collector on it, right? My youth pastor was an ex-drag racer and motorcyclist. One time he rolled us up in bubble wrap and rolled us down a hill. Metaphor for God and the community protecting you. I know there are some amazing youth pastors out there, but damn if they don't get a bad name from other people. Hi, Tony. How's it going? I hope community games this weekend was fun. Sad to miss it. It was fun. It was fun. I'm sorry you missed it, too. How was your weekend? How you doing? Gale Cliffs. Well, the main port over there is a place called Ingfell. It's right on the approach of the cliffs. You can't miss it. It's a whaling town, but I haven't heard much talk of it these days. I think quite a few people have left. I should have read this years ago, but I didn't realize I was missing it. One way or another. Is there another area you'd like to discuss? Stellar Basin, quite a popular tourist destination. Resort on the atoll, good word. Built on top of a beautiful coral reef. I'm sure there's a wide variety of fish there. Maybe you fancy getting your hooks into some of those? Twisted Strand. Not much to tell. It's a tangled mass of trees. Blanketed in a thick fog. Even during the day, you'll want some good lights and a good sense of direction. How about the old Devil's Spine? Oh, yes, it's quite exciting, really. An active volcano amongst a city of ancient ruins. I must caution against sailing there, however. The ruins lie low in the water, would surely tear through your hull. Not to mention the aforementioned volcano could erupt at any moment. I think the real problem I had was the fucking fish. Cool. Well, good talk. Oh, Lighthouse Keeper. What is it? What do you know about the old mayor of Little Marrow? I try not to think about him. It's a painful memory for us all. Chat, we're getting the lore. Lore with a capital L. Tony says, I'll watch the VOD this week. I saw an odd image in the mod chat without context that had Pikachu and a knife. There were a couple Pikachus and a knife. Couple Pikachus, couple knives. There was also Fish 911. A second fish has hit the tower. There was also some Tongle drawings. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Carly and I both fought each other and were best friends in the same breath. There was also Ryan pushing me out of a wheelchair. Fictional Ryan pushed fictional Carly out of a wheelchair. Not me. I didn't do anything. Hi, Iculus. How's it going? I played a bit of Breath of the Wild this weekend. Started the Champions DLC. It's my first time through. It's so good. It is good. It is good. Hell yeah, that sounds fun. Don't listen to him, chat. He pushed me IRL. I would never. Unless you deserved it, and then... I would not. Here's a question. Ryan is the reason I'm in the wheelchair to begin with? What? Slander. Is it more... You know what? On the back of that comment, I do feel... I had a question sort of brewing in my mind that I was avoiding asking, but now that Carly has said what she just said, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask it, and because I'm curious. Do you think it is more like, is it more ableist to be like, I would never push Carly out of her wheelchair, or because that feels a little weird, or like I would never like push Carly, right? That feels a little like, is the special treatment there weird? Or is it like Carly, just like any of my friends who really annoyed me, should get pushed? To be clear, I don't condone physical violence against literally anyone. I've literally never pushed or punched a person. I've probably pushed a person, but only during basketball. I've never punched a person in my life. This is like the I would never hit a girl thing. I guess it's kind of like that, yeah. Probably don't assault your friends is my advice. I think that's probably good advice. It is Disability Pride Month, which is probably a great time to have this conversation and not be dicks or be ableist. Pushing one thing, pushing out of a wheelchair is perhaps another. Am I the only one who fights with your friends? Have you punched your friends? I will push anyone, especially disabled people. I feel like that probably crosses a line. I feel like that, even with the Kappa, I feel like that crosses a weird line, right? Ikulo says, we've been having boxing lessons. That's different. You both signed up to punch each other or kick each other, right? Harley did say, I dare you. Okay. I would never. I'm looking forward to the day of hopefully getting to meet Carly someday IRL, for the chance to offer Carly a hug if she wants one. But I guess Carly instead wants me to push her. So I guess that's what we're going to do. Anyways. I try not to think about him. It's a painful memory for us all. Can we take a fake picture? Can we take a fake picture of you about to push me to the ground? Carly, it's questions like this that are the reason that you make me nervous sometimes. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. Oh. Like, this is kind of the dynamic I'm talking about, where it's like Carly knows that I'll get a little flustered or awkward about potentially being a dick, or like the perception of potentially being a dick, and Carly leans into it and pushes the button to be like, I think what we should do is fake it, so that then if I ever piss Carly off, Carly could go post it online and be like, look at this asshole. No, I'm just kidding. Carly is such a wild card, but only for theoretical situations. It's exactly this dynamic where Carly is like, and I love it, where Carly is like, I know this makes you feel weird, and that gives me a lot of joy. Carly's gathering evidence, exactly. Exactly. She loves making you squirm, and I'm here for it. Yeah. I bet you all are. You could say it's Carly's joy. My bad for wanting to have a whimsical photo shoot. So then the question, to bring this full circle, so then the question becomes, am I a bad friend if I say, no, Carly, I don't want to take a picture pushing you out of a wheelchair? Or am I a bad friend if I do it? This is the question. At the end of the day, am I a bad friend for doing it or for not doing it? I don't know. Oh, let's go, Pexy. Thank you.
Give me that hull damage, Lilland partner.
I have no hull damage yet today. Thank you for the 29 months. I'll make sure it happens though, just for you. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a lovely problem to have. It's a lovely problem to have. Carly has set up the situation perfectly. I've been put into a corner. Some nights I still think I can hear the hum of his engine sailing past the bay. Okay, this is the old mayor we're talking about. But I know he's gone, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't think he is gone. I've met him. You say some nights you hear the engine. He's there. He's like, I've seen him multiple places on the map. What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? This has a green flashing arrow next to it. Ryan is currently creative stalling. That's true. She shudders at the very mention of the book. You're really asking me after all this time. You know it must be returned. He looks at you with deep pity. You have to move on for her sake as well as yours. Take control. You have to move on for her sake as well as yours. Take control. Be rid of that thing once and for all. I do not know what that means. Returned. Deep pity. Okay. What did the mayor say last time I was with him? I do not remember. I guess front seat question. What did the old mayor say? Oh, shit. Yeah. That was an exclamation mark. Did I say the wrong thing? Front seat question, if anybody remembers. What did the old mayor say when I talked to him? I guess we could go find him in the morning, but... Cheers and I have multiple photos of her standing on a staircase and pointing and laughing at me at the bottom, so I feel like our photo isn't too far from that. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's go catch some fucking fish. Coelacanth, Goliath, tigerfish, gulper, feel, oarfish. I don't know, man. We're just gonna go look. We're gonna go look. I kind of think we're in that currently, like, now that we have discovered a potential int to the game, we're in that, like, thorough, wrap your head around everything, leave no stone unturned. Check on it all before you get out of here. I don't think I have any more flags to deliver. We tried searching to the north of the Marrows. That's just for flags. I'm not particularly interested in. North of the Marrow. Grieving father has no new dialogue. Dockworker. The dockworker is standing motionless on the edge of the dock, staring down at the water. He seems paralyzed by fear at what he sees. What's wrong? He stares ahead in silence. You stand with him for a while. Occasionally, a tremor shakes his body. His breathing becomes labored. Are you okay? What was that noise? He seems unable to respond. He strains, clenching his fists. To bring this back to a conversation we had earlier in the day. He's constipated. Eyes shut tight with the effort. He's constipated. A tear rolls down his cheek. Hot take, he's constipated. I think we've discovered a secret in the game of Dredge. The dockworker, in a game full of horrifying, eldritch, Lovecraftian terrors in the night. The most terrifying thing of all is the dockworker who is currently constipated. What happened? You notice his neck and overalls are covered in a dark fluid, the same dark fluid that was leaking from the package you delivered earlier. Sorry, dark fluid really got me there. His body relaxes suddenly. That's the key sometimes. Sometimes the key is not to push it. The key is to ease off, to relax. His eyes snap open again. They are cloudy and expressionless. Fluid rattles through his lungs. Now it's starting to get a little weird. A drop of dark ooze falls from one of his ears and lands on the dock. It slips between the boards and disappears into the water below. What was that? A trembling head turns ever so slightly towards you. His breathing grows heavy in anger until you step backwards, leaving him standing there on the dock. He's standing motionless on the edge of the dock, staring down at the water. He seems paralyzed by fear at what he sees. Okay. We absolutely fucking killed him, thanks to delivering that package. Good to know. I don't think we have anything to give to you. Nope. All right. We're doing a tour of the game. We're just going and checking out what we can find. That's a fish I've caught before, I'm sure of it. Sailfish. Oceanic stuff. It's the improved rod, though. That guy looks pale. That's the face of a man praying for poop. He was praying for sure. Praying. Okay. Ooh, is that a little wood? Nope, it's a little cotton cloth. Remember, YouTube, you get a severe case of constipation when you eat mutated fish. Yeah, that's my like actual understanding of the like lore of what happened is that he probably ate some mutated fish. That package included something not good, not normal. Praying for Poop should be the name of the story of my life. You should write that book. Praying for Poop, a story. Praying for Poop, a story in more parts than I thought it would take. Catilla. I don't think I need the fish. I need to catch new fish, and I need to... Okay, real quick, let's go here again. Fill up our storage. I'm ready. Tell me more about that book of yours. Which book? This one here? With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to be said of Histories of the Grey Isles. It's quite a chore. That's not the book I'm talking about. We're getting new dialogue here. What the fuck? Don't play dumb. You know which book I mean. This one. Quite a chore. Play dumb? Your hypocrisy is wearying. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dirty crimson jacket. I don't remember if we've heard that name before. I do not think I have. Go ahead, ask us. Where did you get it? Bye, Luke. Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember you were there? What the fuck? The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Chat, what did the old mayor tell us? What did the old mayor tell us? The old mayor told us something about the collector. You were there, so was she. The married couple found a book, right? Or had a book, something like that. Front seat question, by the way. What did the old mayor tell us? I do not remember what the old mayor told us last episode. I thought it was about the collector. But I really cannot remember. I found him twice. I don't remember his line. I remember the mention of a crimson book. That's what I'm remembering. It's either the collector or the book or one of the two. So is she. I was there. So was she. You wanted to forget, begged me. Oh, fuck. We're about the man and his wife who dredged up the book and their ship sank. I don't remember the exact wording, but it was about the book being dredged from the deep. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Give me the book or forget it? Give me the book? I don't know that I want the book, honestly. Your words hang in the space between. You won't change a thing. This book is ours. The book is ours. Step closer. You take a step closer through the crackling room. The collector lurches forward in response. This is tense. This is very tense. Take the book. You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the collector. Dude, I wondered about this. No fucking way. No fucking way. Okay, his face shatters and falls to the ground. That has to be a very specific word choice. His face shatters. I took a step forward. The collector also lurched forward. I lash out. His face shatters. No fucking way. No way. Were you a smart boy? Obviously not smart enough. I should have figured that out forever ago. I love seeing you do stuff that I did not do in my game. ... You're pathetic. But this is me. This is me. You're pathetic. I'm pathetic. The book of the deep is in your hands. Understand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I know how to bring her back. It's all right there on the pages. Now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. So we are the husband? The fisherman husband on the honeymoon? Are we the person that I was saying my wife didn't love? That's fucking... We had that whole thing like on stream 1 or 2 where I was like, let's read between the lines. The wife does not think that the husband is actually all that attractive. That was me. Is that me? That's me, right? That's got to be about trying to be romantic. That's fucking me. That's crazy. That's a crazy twist. That's funny. And also just, God damn it. Now I'm wishing I would have seen this from the beginning or paid attention to it from the beginning. I'm sure the dialogue is very interesting. Like, the dialogue with the collector and the honeymoon, the journal entries are probably very interesting. Knowing what you know now. We're going to have to look back at that. It's not a door frame, it's a mirror. Yeah, it's not a floating. I even commented on that. I commented on it's a floating door frame. It's an interesting art style to have a floating door frame that he's standing in. It wasn't a door frame, it was a mirror. It's a ruined mansion with nobody. The mayor just said it's all coming together, chat. The mayor just said there's nobody on this fucking island because there isn't anybody on the island because I'm talking to myself. It all clicks. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. We can undo everything, undo what you did. But I don't trust you, but you is me. I'm ready? No. Nothing, I'll be going. We're engaged to be married. He sailed us out to... This is us we're reading about. He sailed us out to the very center of Stellar Basin to see the lights. We talked for hours, something we have not done in such a long time, waiting and hoping. He proposed. I cannot even remember what he said or what I said, but I know I said yes. Ring is beautiful with a span of jewels going all the way around. A couple months later, his mom dies. Our mom dies. The remaining estate went directly of him, of course, but to my surprise, she bequeathed me her pocket watch. We just grabbed a pocket watch as the last item. Curious, I'm not fond of the thing, but I know that taking it will... This is blowing my fucking mind right now. I cannot help but feel... Does this mean that the mansion is what I was bequeathed? The lighthouse keeper just said... Little Mare... Or was it the Mare? Blackstone... It was the Mare. Blackstone Isle... Like, made its way to somebody, but it must have been hush-hush or a weird thing because... I think it was in most of the remaining estate. I can't help but feel it as some veiled jab at me from beyond the grave. Are we going to see the other items in this, in these descriptions? Second day of the honeymoon, our first day proper. Fishing is poor. Renamed the boat Julie. If you don't perform it correctly, it's unlucky for your vessel to rename the boat. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. Surprise picnic lunch. I love it when he tries to be romantic. Fuck. Chat, what were the relics? I can't see it right now. Were the relics a ring, a keychain, a pocket watch, and 2 other things? Front seat question: what were the relics? I don't remember. Music box. Hi, Shammy. How's it going? Oh, Tama. Music box, a key, a pocket watch, a necklace. Music box, key, pocket watch, necklace. There are 5 total, right? Had a slight accident yesterday. Some items fell overboard in Greater Marrow. Just been checking over some notes. Refuses to take me on board. He installed some salvaging equipment. And there was a ring? Okay. So I think it's possible that some of these items were knocked into the water. I haven't written in a few days. I've been afflicted with some strange chill. Fogs my brain. A large wooden casket. So there's crimson cloth in the casket. He stared at the open casket, then turned to me. In his eyes, I saw the void. The music box with the letter J, Julie, has not been opened for dear. Okay. We're learning. Slowly but surely, we're learning. The story here is interesting. Artifact, that's that. Silver necklace with emeralds on silver mounting. 4J, my shining star. This is the necklace. I was under the impression that they both died. Why was I under that impression? My darling, I have found you at last. When you left, I was scattered to the winds. But now I feel almost whole again. There is just one thing left to do. Throw me back. Oh boy, these are all rhetorical wanderings about. Casket seal broken is the fog core. So the casket. Dang, there's a much more pieced together story in this game than I would have guessed actually. Casket seal broken. Workshop hasn't been used in a decade. There was equipment there. Also, I guess, wouldn't the, like, mayor... Fuck, that's for Pexy. Wouldn't the mayor and lighthouse keeper recognize us? Did they recognize us? My head hurts, dude. This is all too much for me. I looked at chat, my bad. What the hell? Sorry, I'm reeling over here.
Yay, hull damage Leland HYPE.
Yay. Yay. Thanks, Pexy. Was there a spoiler chat conversation about this game and the truth? Okay. I wondered about this. So I think talking to the lighthouse keeper must have unlocked that new dialogue, and now that I have the book, I can talk to the lighthouse keeper about the book. Oh, you're reeling? R-E-E-L-I-N-G? You've had it this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. I have, because it's me. I'm me. And I'm him, and he's me. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now is the time to act. Do you still remember where it happened in that gloomy darkness behind the bay? When you are ready, I'll point the way. I understand. Do what you must, but do not delay this any longer than is necessary. Return to me when you can. I'll point the way. Where it happened? I'm going to return to the scene of the crime? Sort of deal? Happened to the last fisherman who was very unreliable. Terrible captain. He left and never came back. I wonder if that is also me. My brain hurts, dude. I only got one very different ending to this game, so my mind is blown too. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see... That is probably two different endings, right? Rhetorical question. I'm just talking out loud. We have wood. I need one more wood for this extra rod space. More cloth. Do we even need cloth? We do not need any more cloth. Okay. We no longer need any more cloth. Let's repair. Can I sell you my cloth? Nope. I think I could turn the cloth into other materials at the iron rig or whatever, but... Sorry, Chad. I feel like I'm not saying anything particularly interesting because I'm just trying to think through what this means for the story. I don't know, bro. I have a question I'm going to go ask in spoiler chat. Hopefully somebody over there can help you. Jet drive engine, put it there. Put that in storage. Okay, we're as fast as we'll get for now. Okay, let's sleep. Yeah, let's sleep. Holy cow. Woo. My wife just said a patient at work had a 8-month-old puppy. I'm sharing because I love the name. Its name is Munchie. Oh, that's great. Tony, I have a friend who just got a dog this weekend, a rescue, I think. And they named it Churro, which I find to be a really funny name. I think Churro is I'm a big fan of Churro. Munchie is good too. Okay, so what should I do here? All right, let's back to the fucking. A fang tooth, a horseshoe crab. I wish I could search on this. I think it is probably related to their areas. Twisted Strand, Stellar Basin. Horseshoe crab. Have we caught a horseshoe crab before? This is still Stellar Basin. I don't know what a horseshoe crab looks like necessarily. Those are gold, meaning advanced. Okay, yeah. Advanced rod. That's got to be a horseshoe crab, right? Got to be. 5 to 25 meters deep in Twisted Strand. Okay, we'll try that. I think our teleport goes to... Looks like a horseshoe. Yo, backseating. Okay. Customer at my work had a golden retriever named Bug. Interesting. Bug. So west, yeah. Bug. 5 to 25. Our mission is to get a horseshoe crab and then figure out where we got to go from there. I feel like I should go talk to the old mayor now. I know there was one over by the whaling village, but I don't remember where else I saw the mayor. I wanted to name our first dog Corvo for such a long time since me and my boyfriend bonded over Dishonored when we met, but in Swedish it sounds bad. Corv equals sausage. So you're saying it sounds like you named your... It'd be like naming your dog Dick. Oh. Or something. Sometimes I wonder about that. If in other languages, like sausage has the same double meaning. You know? It'd be like naming your dog Hot Dog. I think you should name your dog Hot Dog. What could possibly go wrong? It's a good name. Okay, rod upgrade. I don't have the money. Never mind. No rod upgrade. Hot Dog. I would name a cat Hot Dog. That's the level of chaos that you are, Carly. Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense to me that you would do that. Oh, I don't have my crab pots equipped. Both of my cats are named after food. I do think you could get I think you should have a litter of dogs and name them after condiments. I think you could name a dog like relish, ketchup, mustard. Mayo. Like, if you got the dog named Mayo from a litter of pups named after condiments, I think that's great. I support it. Okay, we're gonna grab a horseshoe crab. Gray poupon. I don't know what that is at all. What is poupon? Is that a condiment? Is it pronounced poupon like I'm pronouncing it, or am I doing it wrong? There's few. That's okay, though. Not plenty. Gray poupon is a mustard brand. Dijon. Oh, you could name your dogs after... What about a litter of golden retrievers? Or, yeah, a litter of golden retrievers named after... like... either mustard varieties or words that are yellow, that mean yellow. Dijon. Dijon. What's the, like... some sort of sunflower something or other? We need money, so I'm just going to fish for a little bit. No aberrations right now. Oh, there it is. Oh, variations of mustard. Honey, Dijon, poupon, and spicy. Ryan, how do you not know things? I don't know so much. I would argue I mostly don't know things. I think it's mostly not knowing. Another fun fact about horseshoe crabs, they've lived unchanged by evolutions for hundreds of millions of years. Now, hold up here. There's no way... Let me read your first fact. Horseshoe crabs aren't really crabs. They're marine arthropods, which are related to spiders and scorpions. That's crazy. I would not have expected that. What do you mean by unchanged by evolution? Like, no major changes? Like, they are, like, one of the most... Oh, no. Oh, no. Shit. Like, one of the more stable, like... like, their DNA has remained more stable as a species? They're referred to as living fossils? Because I'm sure evolution has done some... Like, I'm sure evolutionary pressure has changed some things, right? Or is it possible that, like, evolution is not selecting for anything? How would it be? I guess what I'm asking is, how would it be possible that evolution is not selecting for anything? I understand nothing major, but how could it be possible that evolution is not selecting for anything over hundreds of thousands of years? Is that stuff about horseshoe crab blood real or not? Narnian says there are fossils of horseshoe crabs that look lousy like the ones found today that date more than 400 million years ago. I don't know about horseshoe crab, but I know that saltwater alligators have not changed in millennia. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, evolutionary pressure has us, like, even if you look similar, right? Things are changing constantly. Like, even if it isn't, but if it isn't related to, like, bones or something that is particularly, like, super visible in the fossil record, my assumption would be, and to be clear, I know very little here, but, like, evolution is constantly selecting because animals are constantly mixing their DNA, and the progeny are therefore more or less fit to both survive and recreate. And so, like, if a species is sublime already, what is the need for change? I don't think the species, like... I hear you. I'm absolutely... I'm just trying to question what it means that evolution has not changed them. I'm sure they have changed, right? If there's no major evolutionary pressure, drastic change probably won't occur. Sure. That I totally buy. That I totally get. If you dominate your niche, if your niche has not undergone some enormous change or had a predator introduced or had this introduced or whatever, not a massive need for change. But, like, we're constantly, like, like, within a couple generations, wouldn't there be just a little bit of change at least based on the, like, I don't know, shit, but, like, think of, like, beak shape for birds. There's, like, a good beak shape, but then you can also select for a slightly more optimized beak shape, a slightly more optimized, like, I don't know, like, genetic ability to react, like to your like flexibility to like create more blood for hotter climates or anything like that. I'm probably just like absolutely splitting hairs here, and it's just that like the fossil records look very similar. Okay. Compared to other species on the same time scale, they're basically the same. Totally understand that. It might just be that they are not so changed that they would be considered a different species. Hi, Deadly Kitten. How's it going? Hi, Bakuko. How's it going? Okay. We have not... Okay, let's go ahead and sleep here so we can get through the day and hopefully catch some crabs tomorrow. Horseshoe crabs. Horseshoe crabs are critical to human medicine. Really? In what way? I think what I'm learning is that the, like... Okay, I was very wrong about the horseshoe crab that I was trying to find. But it doesn't matter, baby. We found it. Let's go. We found it. We completely found it. It did not look like what I thought it looked like. I thought I was looking for a mud crab. Oh, baby. Let's go. We lucked out. That's not what I wanted. Horseshoe crab blood is used to test vaccines and other drugs to ensure no bacterial contamination. So what makes horseshoe crab blood a good option for that? Hi, Mars. How's it going? I'm a mud crab. You're my little mud crab. Hey, baby. How you doing? Okay, so I do not need to sell that thing because I need to keep it. So we need to sell individually. We need to repair our our things. Stick these in storage, and then the next question is where the fuck I turn in. It's probably this guy. Let's go find out though. A little southwest. Just hit him. Just hit him. Yep, little southwest. I only know mud crabs from Skyrim. Oh my god, you're right. They are in Skyrim. Their blood is blue because they use a copper-based protein to carry oxygen. Because it... What the fuck? What? They use a copper-based protein rather than iron like we do? What? There's no way. That's awesome. That is really strange. Are there any other animals that carry oxygen by binding it to other based proteins than that one? They have a clotting factor that reacts to bacteria. Hello. Stain the mind. It's the horseshoe crab. I found you. The figure turns the crab over to expose its soft underbelly. They scoop out its innards with sharp fingernails, consuming them blindly as blue blood squirts into the air. Consume the sky. The figure slowly reveals the final scroll. It's a barrel eye. It is abyssal, and it's caught with a rod. Abyssal caught with a rod. Okay. Barrel eye. Interesting. Be funny if I walked out and it was just right there. Barely. I feel like it's probably going to be like at night, right? Something crazy. Interesting. Do any other organisms use, like, not... So do any other organisms use anything other than iron-bound proteins or copper-bound protein or whatever it is to deliver oxygen? I don't know why copper is blowing my mind, but it is definitely blowing my mind. Ah! That's the wrong fucking button. Shit. Yikes. It's a quote for a situation. I sometimes wonder how, if you study, like, generally anything related to the animal kingdom, but also I feel like in particular anything related to sea creatures, I feel like it's got to be overwhelming, the amount of diversity that exists. Okay, so we're looking for the this abyssal rod in Stellar Basin. Okay. I think it's this. So I think what we actually want to do is actually just manifest. Does that say teleport yourself back to where it all began? Is that what that says? Where it all began. Let's see here. Flatworms don't use blood at all, but use gas diffusion to move oxygen and such through the body. Yeah. Nice. Icefish are vertebrates that evolved to lose hemoglobin and have oxygen dissolved directly into the plasma without any red blood cells or substitutes. Their blood is therefore clear. There are worms with green blood, but I don't know what they use instead of hemoglobin to make it green. My degree is in marine science. Main takeaway is the ocean be crazy. Brachiopods, which are marine animals, use iron. Marine organisms use iron in a different arrangement, but it looks clear or yellow as a result. Their blood is piss. Let's go. Piss blood. Oh, hello. Not the piss blood. Northeast. Where am I go? Where am I? This is the wrong direction, right? Southwest. See ya. It's nighttime already. Fuck. The sun is sinking. Oh no. Sometimes we have really deep conversations over here on stream, and then sometimes we say things like, piss blood, let's go. Oh, what are you? You're a nasty little beastie. A viper fish. You look terrible. Uh-oh, our light went out. Shit. I got a degree in immunology, and all I've used it for is knowing to adopt a cat in early March 2020. Wait, what do you mean by that? Explain that comment. Immunology taught you to adopt a cat in the beginning of the pandemic? What is happening, chat? I can't banish. I can't banish. I can't banish. Oh, I understand. Okay, okay. I thought you were saying cats had something specific to do with COVID, and I was like, like some specific relation to COVID, and I was very confused. You're saying I knew I was going to be alone for a long time, and I wanted a friend. I was like, what? Go for the light. Go for the light. Things are bad. I knew he thought that. I was very confused. Okay. Oh, we made it. Okay, so I think we could probably sell our void fish. I kind of want to keep one just in case it gets used as a... First off, let's do this. Let's go... Pursuits? Do any of you need a void fish? No? Okay. Let's go ahead and rest here. And... call it a night. Get our panic back to nothing, hopefully. I assumed it was something like animal companionship being good for the immune system. I heard immunology and cats, and I thought of that brain parasite. I think it's a brain parasite, right? Oh, chat, what's the one? Like, the parasite, I learned about it in parasitology back in the day when I took science classes. Toxoplasmosis, thank you. That changes the behaviors of humans. It is commonly transmitted in cat poop. My understanding here is probably wrong, but my limited understanding is that toxoplasmosis is transferred via cat poop, and slightly changed, like that different behavior has been noticed in... No, you're chill. In cat owners that are infected with it. Giant amphipod, snailfish. That's not what I'm looking for. Ah! I don't remember what the different... Oh, there's something question mark over there. I don't remember what the different behavior is, though. Can somebody... There's a couple over there. Can somebody remind me? What's the different behavior that humans with toxoplasmosis have, like, distributed? Something more friendly to cats? Meant to make cats' prey less afraid of them. What is this? The barracuda? And I've already gotten that once before, apparently. More reasons to not have a cat. I'm just catching all the weird fish I can catch. I don't even think I need most of these. Okay. Let's run the generator. Perfect. Cats are the best. That's what a person who is infected with toxoplasmosis would say. A gulper eel? I mean, all right. I think that's one of the ones that I needed, right? Dude, shout out to us for finding the weirdest fucking fish. Right here. Gulper eel. Report gulper eel location to traveling merchant. Done. This is giant amphipod. Not very giant, is it? It's a giant amphipod. Come on. Barracuda, coral grouper. I'm probably looking for something at night. Dredging. Oh, I should check the fucking encyclopedia. Oh boy. The lightning? There's no symptoms in humans. No behavior changes in humans for toxoplasmosis? Oh, really? I thought Oh, I don't know. Quick Google is maybe not. Quick Google is saying something different. Just found a study that says men with toxoplasmosis are taller. Thought symptoms were just rare. I don't know. It has been a long time since I studied this, and frankly, I studied it in a undergrad class. Things may have changed. I just thought I could remember that there were. I thought I remembered that there were behavior things. I found a gulper reel. That's great news. I'll add it to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. Oh, let's go. Shit. Let's go. Oh my god, I keep misclicking. You will just tell me about these fish, yeah? I have no idea. Primordial feel. Murky, swampy waters. Okay. Conversation is reminding me of mad cow disease and how scary prions are. Sounds like a conversation that's probably a little too complex to have in Twitch chat. Oh boy, when has that ever stopped us before? I'm totally teasing. Yeah, no, sounds good. Okay, so we have the gulper reel done. Then, or sorry, we have the other one done. Holy shit, it's getting hot in here.